Wait, what else?
I'm having like,
It's been 2 weeks.
this has to be like one of them. Just picture this, like picture the scene.
It's straight out of a movie. So, usually I introduce where these are from at the beginning of the video, but I'm gonna wait till the end. So yeah, we have Sarah.
My name is Sarah, that's my...
My name is Jeff.
I was born in Texas, then I came to Situate, been in Massachusetts for
What's that,
13 years now. Pretty ready to go back to Texas.
We
We're
each
gonna
have
get
the same 4
diabetes.
donuts, so we're gonna eat them
Okay.
the same. You can pick the first donut. Oh, I'm gonna pronounce it as it's actually called. It's called fille française, which means French lady. That was kind of a bad pronunciation, but it is a buttery / vanilla glaze.
This cat is now definitely looking at me.
Buttery vanilla glaze with pecans or praline pecans, so pralines, and powdered sugar. And these are so big. I'm so excited. Cheers. Wow. I think it's meant to be a yeast donut, but it's kind of heavy. Cake donut or yeast donut? Which one do you prefer?
I don't know. I honestly like haven't had donuts since like summer of 2019. I feel like this is like a mutation of a cake donut and a yeast donut. Do you know that food like absorbs the energy that it's made with? Like food and water, they absorb our energy. So that's why in a lot of religions we like bless our food before, or say grace or say thanks. There's this scientist, Dr. Emoto, who did a study with water, and he said thank you to one of the waters. He said I love you to the other water, and then one of the waters he said you're an idiot, and he watched what happened to them. For the ones that he said like thank you and I love you, they formed into beautiful crystals when he put them in the freezer.
Wait, what?
You have to look up Dr. Emoto and like see his study, because it's so crazy. Like our thoughts and our intentions directly affect us. Think about it, we're made of 70% water. A fun thing to do is always like bless your food and bless your water. Even when you're pouring your water, like see if you can picture it like glowing and like lighting up, and like just be like I love you water, like literally like say thank you to your water and it will be healing. I was watching this healer, I don't know what his name is, his name's like Billy something, and he would have all these people that would come in with different diseases. You know, like when you think of yourself, what do you think is wrong with you? And like throughout the day you're saying like, oh, I have a headache or whatever it is. He had all these different people come in, and he just like imagined them completely at peace and happy and whole. The water that they were drinking, he imagined it like lighting up and being blessed, and then they drank it and they were fine.
That's crazy.
Like most of them didn't even remember what it was that was wrong with them.
This is called the peanut butter overload. It has peanut butter glaze, Reese's, or Reese's, however you say it, and a little nut of butter. But today we would like to show you guys how basically your mind is, and just you yourself are capable of so much more than you realize. Or maybe you've had these thoughts before and you've been curious.
You've secretly like hoped that it was true.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect way of explaining it. Maybe just once a week or once a month, or even at random, you've just been like, what if?
Your body doesn't know the difference between a memory or a like thought in your head and the actual event taking place.
Alright, I'm gonna just bite in, dude. Well, it's definitely a peanut butter overload.
It honestly tastes like peanut butter fluff.
Wait, I wanna assess that. I'll take one more. Reese's Pieces kind of make this taste like a fluffernutter. I think that's just because it's too much sugar, but yeah. I've never really had a theme to a video. We kind of always just eat and talk, but I want to illustrate, and I guess we want to illustrate to you guys, when you truly think about it and you just stop thinking about the future and just stop thinking about the past, there is nothing that is basically real except the present moment. The future is just infinite possibility. And when you realize that, there's basically no need to be stressed out. And you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, you're not bound by anything. You're not bound by your disease or your condition, whatever it is. We're all conditioned to like follow a certain path through society. It's like you go to school, you go to college, you get a job. But if you're not happy in the present moment, if you're not happy right now, if you can't find that happiness within yourself, you're not going to find it along the path, because you have to have it in the present moment. Whatever it is that you're focused on, that's where you're putting your energy. You're basically expressing energetically that you are lacking. So you're putting that out there like as a message for you, because we're always sending messages, like we're always sending light and energy. You can tell when someone's lying to you because they're telling you energetically that they're not being honest.
We're not gonna get too sciencey, but if you really just think about it, everything is made of atoms, and atoms are 99.99% empty. So you yourself, everything around you, every object you have is basically nothing except for energy.
If you're focused on something that's so small in the grand scheme of things, whether it's like your phone or you're fighting with someone on Twitter or whatever it is, you're shutting yourself off from this whole wide spectrum of possibilities because you're so focused on that one event.
Oh, I could get so nerdy right now. I'm trying so hard to hold back the nerdiness.
No, just let it out.
So, alright, the universe expansion is accelerating, which always means each second the universe is growing faster than it was last second. Think about how tiny we are and how short of a life we've lived compared to how long the universe has been around. A little Twitter argument does not mean absolutely nothing. And we can take it a step up from there. If you don't like what you're doing right now, aside from the fact that if you have a family or if you have people depending on you making money, then don't leave your job. But aside from that, if you don't like what you're doing, there is nothing that says you have to do that. The reason this is so personal to me is because I was always, every day I'd be so stressed about what am I going to do tomorrow. I have to plan my day, I have to plan tomorrow. And now all that negative energy is just gone. And it's so liberating.
We should always like pay attention to how we feel. So the universe responds to the way that we feel. People get caught in this cycle of like thinking and feeling based on the way that they're chemically conditioned.
Come on. Alright.
Oh my god.
This is called C cubed because it's chocolate, caramel, and coconut. So triple C, C cubed.
When you plan things, you're attached to a certain outcome. Like when you're like, I'm gonna go to school and then I'm gonna be this. I mean, we've all said this, like, oh, I'm going to school to be an engineer or an accountant or whatever you like want to be. I'm gonna be an officer. You're attaching yourself to a specific outcome. So when something throws you off, it could be the biggest blessing, but you're so attached to that outcome that you're not gonna appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Like, you know the old saying, like, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Whoa.
It's so true. You like have a plan, but don't be so attached to it, because if you don't have a plan at all, like for how your day's gonna go, you're gonna lay in bed all day and just be like,
that's true. So recently, I've discovered this man named Wim Hof. All about breath. Literally, his life is dedicated basically to finding your breath and cold.
We always search for like satisfaction or gratification or like whatever it is, like pleasure in things outside of ourselves, whether it's food or like whatever it is that you reach for when you feel like you're not complete, whether it's alcohol or whatever it is that you reach for that's outside of yourself. When you can just breathe and like unlock all of it within. Take in a deep breath, like all the way, and then let it go 4 times, and on the last one you like keep it, you hold it in, and then point your chin to the sky, and then when you're ready to like release it, you pound your chest and let it go, and it's crazy. Like you see like vivid colors, and it's just
I have to do that.
Yeah, we can do it right now.
Okay, I'm so nervous.
All right.
All right, you guys get the live experience.
Let go of all expectation.
Let's do it.
All right. Right? You feel like genuinely high, like what is going on? And imagine doing that and then just like walking outside and like rolling around the grass.
You guys need to try this. Please, please look up Wim Hof. We're literally here. I'm the one begging, but we are here. I'm begging you, please look up Wim Hof. If you come in with an open mind, you can truly change your life in every single good way. We are on to the numero 4, or the first donut, the last donut. Ah! This is the one I'm most excited for.
Oh my god.
Wow. I have a question that I've always wanted to ask you. What do you tell the people who don't know what they want to do with their life?
If you don't know what you want to do with your life, that's perfect. We have to really think on a deeper level what lights you up and what brings you pure joy and what brings you into the moment. Kind of do some experiments with yourself and try different things, trial and error, see what works, see what doesn't. Like our mind is like a garden. We can completely like throw trash in it and destroy it, or we can like plant little seeds and just watch it grow into like this beautiful reality. The way you treat somebody else or the way you treat nature is how you're treating yourself, because when you get to this point of oneness, like everything is one. We can choose 2 states of being. It's a state of consumption and stress, or creation and bliss. It's really just a choice. So what are you choosing?
This is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
If you want to fully find truth or find the answers, you have to let go of what you believe, which is scary.
Scary.
It's scary to think about, but like that's the only way that you're gonna find your limitless potential.
What we're trying to get across to you guys is, if you can take a single thing from this, actually 2 things. You are capable of anything. Second of all, it's kind of the same point. Don't limit yourself. Anything that you need except for food and water can be found within. Alright, the battery is getting low, so I'm gonna have you rate.
Like all of them combined?
Yes.
I don't know, like I feel like Donut King just takes the cake always. Honestly.
I agree.
I would say like out of 1 to 5.
1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Well, it's not technically 0 to 4, but I don't think we've ever had a 0.
I'll just give it a 3.
Alright, interesting. This is first. So, spoiler. I made these.
You made them?
Uh-huh. Second of all.
Holy sh**.
Well, actually, first thing we get to is this worth a drive? I didn't drive because I made these and it's her car. So I guess for her, is it worth the drive?
I mean,
well,
yeah, obviously. I actually love driving. Driving is like meditative for me.
I'm going to rate my donuts, actually unbiased. You guys should have seen the first donut I ever made, which was now 4 weeks ago from when you're seeing this. It's terrible. These have gone a long way. The texture still has a lot of work, a long way to go. Kind of the toppings too, whatever. I'm gonna give myself, I go 2 out of 4. I think that's fair. We're gonna say average. It needs some work. Hey guys, so we had a couple camera battery issues throughout this entire video, so I tried to drag out the camera battery as long as I could. Ultimately, we weren't able to film an outro, so that's what I'm here to do today. Just wanted to quickly let you know that the format of the donut videos is going to change a little bit. Aside from that, I really loved filming this video, and I really resonate with everything in it. Have an open mind, and the world is truly yours. It really is. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna play back a couple of my favorite, I'll say favorite quotes, favorite I don't know, Sarah's just so wise and so smart. I like to think that there are a couple things or many things you guys, including myself, can learn from her. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and until next time, guys.
When I see people that are just being like positive and putting light out there, I always like give my support. If I think like a positive thought, I always choose to express it, because we shouldn't like suppress compliments.
I agree, 100% agree.
Yeah. Whatever it is that we do Monday through Friday or throughout the day, if we get too attached to it, we let our emotions intermingle with that reality. But if we just hold a higher frequency and just observe these things as they play out,
It's so crazy.
that's when we are closer to enlightenment.
We are born again.